Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and yes, another back-to-back, Yoshina and now BA Montana. So, did 4 matches. You guys seen the one, but if you notice here, we only needed one turret. The first 3 shells that are going to hit this ship, gone. I am doing this so often in this ship. Don't believe me? This is the other match from that day. So I did 4 matches, right? Uh, these two are from the ones you didn't see, which could have been their own matches as well for videos. As I start out with 2 dev strikes. So I did 4 matches in one day in this ship. Those are 2 clips from the matches you guys didn't see. As a whole, they weren't that great of matches. Sure, I dev striked in the beginning. They could have been videos, but they were only like 840 damage and me trying to chase down people. Not as exciting. But this is the 4th match, okay? As you can see, I was trying to turn when I was in my menu, and I must have not had my ship turned, so we're just going to have to sit up on this island. I was trying to turn out and get a flank. Yeah, that's kind of what I always do when I spawn on the left, if I see nobody else is going to do it. We take a shot at Ohio, who is flat broadside, and we get pretty unlucky. Not too many times when you fire a whole salvo in this ship, and you're only gonna hit five shells out of 12. Just, I mean, sometimes I guess it happens, but not on a battleship. I mean, it doesn't too much. As we're gonna go ahead and shoot at Kerr first to go ahead and catch him off guard. He's probably not expecting it over the mountain, but uh, we get 6, so we hit with half our shells. I must have aimed it slightly low, as we did get a couple shatters here. One thing with Montana, too, if you guys want to know, the people that like this ship in general understand where it's effective. You can see how I aimed up. I'm not aiming at the belt line. You don't Citadel very often if you do that with these shells. They're very plungy. As we're getting see the Shimakaze, and we're 100% going to try to kill a Shimakaze here. Obviously, I love hunting destroyers, but he eats torps. Which, just remember, that was going to be my next shot, because towards the end of the game here, we're going to look back and go, oh, yep, the Shimakaze would have been the difference. And I have proven myself time and time again that I like to shoot destroyers. So we have to wait a little bit for our next target here. I am trying to be careful. There is a whole bunch of ships right next to me. I understand this. So I want to try to secure a flank and then get out of here. All of us being in this spot is not good. You see this happen too often, but we have Ohio here and we have Colombo. Now, I make a little bit of a mistake here. I didn't realize Colombo was actually paying attention to me as we go ahead and take our shot at Ohio, and you can see I didn't realize he was turning out. So second shot we send out, going to be a little bit better here as we do hit, um, half of our front turret shells. And I get pretty lucky there off of Colombo. Um, I didn't realize he was paying attention to me. I do dumb stuff just like everybody else. Now we go dark. He's starting to make a turn. We wait till we feel like it's a good shot. And we're going to go ahead and shoot. Now, we're like 3-4 minutes in. Not a wonderful start, right? Kind of not taking our best shots. I didn't lead him quite enough, but we still did a lot of damage to him. And we haven't had the world's best start, but that's okay. Uh, we are going to have a pretty awesome finish to this match. Even better 8 minutes, probably than, well, it was a better 8 minutes than the other match here, as you're going to see from the video the other day. We're going to go ahead and back up. I'm located. What does that mean? Probably a destroyer closest to me right now. And with B cap going off, that's a safe assumption. Now, this is where I decide I gotta help the other side of the map. They're losing. All these guys are on the same spot over here, and I want to go ahead and get rid of, help get rid of people right now. So we're gonna back up. I'm trying to let the destroyers know that, I'm trying to, say I need uh, spotting. I didn't mean that for the other part of the island. You can see I'm clearly looking at B. I probably should have told them guys B. I really wanted to get rid of whatever was in that cap. I'm not spotted, however, but we're going to keep backing up. Reason I'm backing up, it's quicker than turning around in this scenario. Also, uh, I need to move forward if in a hurry. These guys are obviously charging in on the C flank here, so I got to be careful. So we're going to go ahead and keep backing up. Our team is finally splitting up a little bit. Also, another thing is nobody knows I'm backing up. Nobody knows I'm coming around this island. For example, Brisbane, right? No idea. I'm still not spotted. And he has no idea these shells are coming clearly. And he is really lucky he didn't get depth struck, to be honest with you. But we will 100% take that. And you can see Yami's pushing up. We know there's another battleship over here. And you can clearly see there at the top of the B point, there might have been another battleship coming this way as well. We take one shot at Brisbane, and we're going to go ahead and take a shot at Yamato. Now, I didn't lead the Yamato quite enough on this shot, I feel, looking back at it. And no, we did not. Okay, that makes sense. That checks out. But me and Yamato are going to have ourselves a little bit of a war here. And he's not going to be a bad player. This is going to be a little bit of fun for me. But Daring shows up, and I don't care about Yamato anymore. I love hunting destroyers. That's why this game's going to be even more fun for me, because when you see the end of it, you're like, for a person that hunts destroyers, it's a pretty solid game. And we're going to go ahead. We're trying to take another shot, but I knew torpedoes were coming, right? So I had to go forward. So we're not going to get another shot on him. Sadly, he's going to be behind the mountain. I can't lob that. And we're going to start paying and making sure we're not going to get cross-fired here. And we're going to start working on Yami. Now, Yami is playing pretty solid at this point. He is 100% not giving me a broadside, which is very unusual for Yami. That is the reason I didn't switch to HE. Not that you really want to switch to HE in the Montana, but I feel like my next couple salvos would have been a little bit better had I done it, especially once I saturated the superstructure. We see Kerr first moving in, so I'm being a little careful. I'm expecting all three battleships around the corner. Now we're going to go ahead. We see Yami turning a little bit here, and we're going to go ahead and try to get a Citadel on him. You can see I come up a little bit. You don't want to ever shoot waterline in this ship, like I talked about. If you shoot waterline, you're just gonna end up bouncing shells, right? They lob too far. Got to try to get them over the deck or the edge of the side plating is where you really get a lot of citadels outside of like 13 kilometers. Get inside that, then you can start citadeling waterline. But right now, you want to lob at distance. So you're going to see that later in the match as well. So we're going to pull up. You can see I've been keeping an eye on what's going around. Kerr first has my broadside, but even though he's got my broadside, he is not paying attention to me at all. If this guy, in my opinion, if this guy was going to play effectively, he would shoot me with AP and then maybe ram that full health ship in front of him to help his team out. He's not going to do that. He's going to eat some shells from a Yami. So, me and Yami, still pretty good war. I've worked him down quite a bit here. And he is going to make one mistake. And this is actually a mistake. Not even that bad of a mistake. It's going to cost him, but it's not like he poor maneuver. He go to turn. He probably thinks he's covered by the island. We're going to go ahead and put a shell off. He's now within 13 kilometers. We aim waterline, and we put up our plane to absolutely finish him off. Now all of a sudden, it went from an even match to now there's only one ship left. And it's a Vermont. We know what ship it is. So instead of stopping, we're just going to turn around get our guns pointed the other way, and hope that we get over there to help out. Is we got our high caliber already. I didn't even see that. And it's not like I'm getting a massive amount of citadels in this match. People have been angled pretty well to me for the most part. I've been taking advantage when I, get a chance, but you can see Vermont is there. He's angled pretty well to me. He's also trying to stay angled to the other part of the team. I think he probably seen that I maybe got a high caliber and was more worried about me. And we are going to go ahead and work on Vermont. Now, you can this is what I mean about aiming high, right? Vermont, pretty hard ship to Citadel in an American battleship because your shells are so lobby and it's a very rounded dreadnought, meaning you don't always just have a flat broadside on it. Even when he is broadside, it is curved to you. So very rarely, as you can see, I lobbed them and got a Citadel. That is very important. As you guys see, I keep lobbing, and that's where you get damage. And you can see here, we're two of these battleships, Yami and Vermont, had full health when they started to engage me. And this ship is so tanky. I mean, we've averaged 1.4 million a match. No, I don't have 2 matches in this thing. We have 23. And like I said in the last video, for as early as this is, I'm recording this over a week ahead of time. This ship's only a week old. Pretty solid so far. Now he goes dark. Probably a smart maneuver here, and it's not a bad play. He's staying angled. The difference is he needs to be shooting my superstructure, and I'm angled enough where I'm tinging every one of his shells basically, and letting him think he can shoot my belt, and he can't. He's gonna bounce shells off. And this is why Montana is awesome. It has the biggest belt in the world, as you see. We completely take all his health, right? Of course, the destroyer's going to come in and take the last 5,000 in damage we needed for 300. Obviously, I don't care about damage, but that would have been kind of cool to have a 300 in this game this early. As you can see, we helped out our teammate. That shot on the Shima, if I could have got it, now means something, as we have a 3,300 base game. More importantly than our high caliber or 3K or our Confederate is, we helped our team win with good plays and adjusting to what our team was doing. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time, folks. Have a good one.